Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avadon 2. So, as promised, I took care of, inventory and level up management and stuff. I enchanted quite a few of our items, even though I will be replacing them at some point, but, well, I made use of a good chunk of my runestones, because I will end up finding more of those. So, next up is, well, not actually here, is go upstairs and talk to Redbeard. And then I'm probably going to quickly see if any of my party members have anything new to say. However, I did mean to try the Tower of Trials again. And the thing is, I have actually done so. Wait, what's this? El Comandante, your strength is probably adequate? Oh, I didn't know that. That there was something like this. Automatically assessing my strength. Well, the thing is, I've already tried this level twice, this level of the tower. The first time around, I didn't die, but I was taking my time, and at some point, after however many turns, less than 12, because my turrets hadn't despawned, probably like 10 turns if I had to guess, a message popped up, all the enemies despawned, and it said, you're too slow, try again later. And yeah, my damage is kind of lacking, so I guess that's kind of partially due to my class. Maybe other classes would be are more competent at pumping out damage. However, I also feel pretty safe doing this. Whereas as a mage, for example, I could deal tons of damage, especially AoE damage, but I would probably just die before being able to finish off the enemies, unless I keep chugging health potions. So, I don't know. However, on the second attempt, I used all I had, pretty much. Used, like, a potion of speed and a potion of battle and, well, all my cooldowns. And the message still popped up, but there were only 2 enemies left. So I feel that maybe it's possible. I also unlocked the freezing turret with my most recent level up, and I have not tried using that. So maybe that would make all the difference. I'm gonna try that one more time. Okay, yes, enter battle right away, because enemies will start coming. Titans from here, and some lizards from there. So, snare turret. And for some reason this is kind of laggy. I guess there are quite a few enemies. Oh wow. Well, that's not a great start for my freezing turret. Okay, now what order to do things in is the big question. Potion of Battle will last for 7 turns, so I'll use that first. Well, actually I use them both on the same turn, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Okay, yeah, that damage, the damage from the freezing turret is a lot better than from my razor flinger. So that should, in theory, make all the difference. Now the question is, do I charge them right away? It's kind of a waste in terms of the healing, of course, but I feel that hasting them and buffing them is worth it. I also Earth Shatter early on, so maybe I'll get another use out of it. Of course, now I pushed them out of melee range at the same time. Still. Oh, wait. Darkbolt. Ah, so I guess it didn't... It deals a lot more damage now, is what I'm seeing, than what it said on the item itself. I hadn't noticed that before. Okay, 1 down. So I guess it must be taking, or obviously takes character stats into account. I don't know what it scales with, but maybe it's just level, actually. Because I clearly don't have any intelligence. I mean, you know what I mean. My character doesn't. Yeah, well, It's unfortunate that this guy seems unwilling to come any closer. But, you know... I should, hopefully, be able to... reach him and attack him while my turrets finish off this guy. Could have done that earlier. I feel like I'm on a good pace here. Yeah, wow. Okay, didn't expect that. The wax monsters have been defeated. The second trial has successfully concluded. The tests do seem to be working, though you have a nagging suspicion that they are a big waste of everyone's time. Is that so? I don't know. I did get a gold ring out of it. Right, and I already had an opportunity to look around here, but this chest wouldn't open. You open the chest, inside you find a copper disc etched with the symbol of Avadon. It's some sort of token. Interesting. Yeah, well, especially since I knew there was going to be such a token inside there. Nice. So the freezing turret made all the difference here. Interestingly. Nice potion of health. I didn't really need that at all. You turn the wheel. Okay, that opens the entrance, I suppose. Yep. I was also kind of expecting there to be more levels than just 2, but obviously not. Okay, now we have that token, and we can give that to... what was her name? Kaede? I think. And we also know now should be able to report our success in figuring out what that Tower of Trials was all about. Let's see here. I have an honor token, yes. And Kaede takes it from you reverently and inspects it. She nods and says, "You have earned a secret. What do you wish to learn?" Oh. Oh, interesting. Melee attacks are more accurate, more powerful. Well. It's kind of obvious at this point. I'm gonna pick more powerful melee attacks. I can help you with that. Several hours of exhausting lessons take place. It is remarkably helpful. Finally, dripping with sweat, you stumble away from the training floor. That is all I can teach you. About this, anyway. It was earned. Now go and rest. The real struggle lies ahead. Now the real fight begins. Okay. So was that a one-time thing? Is there gonna be another trial? Okay, well, that was that. Tokens of honor. Right. Are most useful. Okay, so there must be more tokens. The real question is, where do you find those? Also, Council's Curiosity, right? Envoy Duran. The dank storerooms. Tower of Trials, right, okay. So that's where I'll head next. I can't go there. Right, I can go here. You know what? While I'm here, I'm gonna talk to her. Give information. Talk about Polos, what? Talk about Alcandra. I don't really want to talk about anyone. But I'm curious what the game thinks I could have to say about Polos, possibly. What? Why don't you trust him? Who said I didn't? He's from the Taiwan Empire? Is he? Yeah, he is. That's right. I don't distrust him because of it, though. So no, never mind. Yeah, I don't want to spy on people, actually. Unless there's really someone who's doing any real harm. And I learn about it. Okay. Rasula. Ah, right. I think she has a quest for me as soon as I'm headed for the Taiwan Empire, but I don't officially have that quest yet, so I'm gonna wait on that. I think it was her. There was someone who had a quest for me. Okay, I think she's here, maybe? Yeah, okay. Map says so, yeah. I have been inside the training tower, and I describe it. Envoy Duran takes notes on on your description. A whole tower set aside simply to torment Hands of Avadon? That is very Avadon. Makes sense in its way, though I question it. I question if it is an efficient use of funds. Well, yeah, it might not be. Although I wouldn't say that it's just there to torment Hands. I mean, it is a training or a test of ability, and it does give a reward, so it's not pointless. Anyway, thank you for your aid. Let me get you something from my bag of bribes. She leaves for several minutes. When she returns, she presents you with a pouch of coins and a cloak. Huh. Well, thanks. Interested in doing more work? Excellent! There's an intriguing little rumor I've heard that Redbeard has some sort of prisoner frozen in your dungeons. Been there for decades. Fascinating little story. I want you to find out that prisoner's name, either in records or by asking him. Frozen? Held in magical stasis for years. Decades. Maybe centuries? Intriguing, is it not? How can I find him? I would ask Imamora, just inside the entrance to the dungeons. He is in charge down there, and he might find time to talk to you. Yeah, well, about the dungeons. Well, I haven't checked lately, but last I checked, I still hadn't access to the dungeon, so it's good to know, though. Okay. That's still part of her same quest. That seems to be a thing now. That wasn't really in the first game. That instead of making every single quest literally its own thing, there are these quest chains now that just stay in my quest log, and I think it makes things a little bit I don't know, difficult to see at a glance what you still have to do. But at the same time, it also helps make things a little bit more organized. So I'm kind of torn on the subject, I suppose. So let's see, is it actually open? It is. Oh, so the dungeons just opened without anyone telling me? Or maybe they just opened as I took this quest. But then I wonder why I didn't when I got the first quest to go down there, because I have one, right? Tower 1, okay, so this is my official assignment, of course. There was... Ah, right, yeah, restoring Avadon, right? No. Laria's defenses. Descend into the dungeon, ask the prisoners for volunteers to help maintain the defenses, right. Well, apparently I just wasn't meant to do that quest yet. Where am I even going? I don't know, I got this mantle, huh. Well, that's actually just a worse version of the cloak he already has. Especially as I mean, I put 1% protection on it, so that's not really a big deal at all. But I guess Dedrick is gonna get that. Congrats. Is there anyone without a good mantle? Or cloak, rather? Nope, not really. So, that is gonna be sold. Was there anything else? Anything else? Well, I guess I'm gonna talk to... still gonna talk to Redbeard first, and then probably descend into the dungeons. Now that I can. And down there. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Redbeard first and then everyone else, just in case talking to him triggers something, which is not only possible but also likely. Redbeard is sitting in his throne. Atanto, your timing is good. I have a problem and I could use a fresh pair of eyes. Go on. The pirates of Svorgeld have seen the Pact's disarray and confusion, and they are taking advantage. One city on the south coast of Svorgeld has been sending raiders to ravage the Ram villages. The Pact Navy is sending a force to punish the city, and Hanvar's council has asked my view about what should happen to this city. What should I say? Destroy the whole harbor? Well, I have different shades of harsh punishment. I mean, he's probably gonna scold me for being so, I don't know, for questioning him, but it's definitely important that we make sure it's the correct city in the first place. My eyes assure me that it is. Even in the unlikely event that they are wrong, the assault on this city will provide an instructive example to the rest of the Svorgal pirates. Huh. Well, send them a stern message. That's not... I mean, I guess giving a warning isn't a bad thing. And as soon as another attack happens, they have forfeited all the... I don't know, what's the right word? All the mercy that Avadon is going to show them. I guess I'd personally do that. So there you go. Send them a message. Yeah, and I knew exactly that Redbeard was gonna answer like this. A weak and disappointing answer. But yeah, I mean, I would have worded it differently. I would have called it a warning, because that's what I think it's supposed to be, not just a message. Please, pirates, stop doing that. We don't like that. It would be really nice if you could. Just you know, if it doesn't trouble you too much. That's how it sounded like, and yeah, that would be a weak and disappointing answer. I give you that. Anyway. Yes, I would answer with words, though. It's not pathetic. You are an idiot. No. No. Neither of these. What? The game won't even let me not pick one of these answers. So my options are destroy just the harbor, destroy destroy and loot the city, or eradicate the entire city. This is just, I don't know. It doesn't make much of a difference either way. It's just destruction. This is kind of bullshitty. I mean, I'm gonna pick the least destructive option here. But by destroying their harbor, not only will it end the piracy, it also will probably be pretty terrible for everyone else in that city. And I'm sure they're not all pirates. It's never that easy. Pure pragmatic approach? Well, I guess. Not punishment? Yeah, not punishment. Only mitigation. Interesting. It would certainly be unexpected. Would it? I mean, I guess, yeah, they would probably expect the attackers to not stop at the harbor, but come plundering into the city and probably burn it to the ground, honestly. Yet too weak. This is not a time for subtlety. Thank you for your opinion. Thank you for nothing. Well, that's dumb. I don't like being forced into picking like all options that are all pretty much the same thing, and none of them what I would personally choose. So, I mean, the game was forcing my hand there, and I don't appreciate that. Anyway, let's move on. What do you need? Well, what do you need is the question. I want to discuss Silke. And no, I certainly don't. Our Protus has sent me. Yes, as you know, we are currently hunting two particularly treacherous individuals. Miranda, a former heart, who betrayed us and allowed the attack on Avadon, and who we've already met. And Deleuze. You have actually had some success locating Miranda. This is good. Now I wish you to apply your skill to discovering Deleuze. Who is this Deleuze? We don't know. We know almost nothing. He is a citizen of the Taiwan Empire. His name has seemed to appear when investigating any plot against the Pact for the last several years, and he might exist. Wait, he might exist? I believe he does, but his name might also be a symbol, a sort of code word. He might be an actual human who hates the Pact, or he might be a group. It doesn't matter. Either way, the Deleuze entity will be utterly destroyed. What do I need to do? Follow your own lead. You discovered that Deleuze might be hiding in an old Taiwan temple. This would be very interesting, as these are places of power, full of deep and unpredictable magic. Your task is to travel to the Taiwan Empire, investigate one or two of the temples, see if using one of them as a base of operation is possible. You will need this. He takes your blue crystal and replaces it with a white crystal. Yay! It will enable you to reach the Dharam portal. Oh, that also enables me to pursue a quest that Yoshiria gave me. Is it Yoshiria? Well, my Shadow Walker friend. Anyway. Yes. So I'm to expect powerful magic, huh? I will let the Duramites explain it to you. Taiwan magic is very odd and powerful and dangerous. They will tell you what you need to know. So where do I go exactly? Downstairs. The portal is east of the library. Take the portal from Avadon to Dharam, travel to the town of Trozen, and report to Xenophon. He is a lord there. When you arrive, he will tell you where you need to go. And then? Follow directions. It is a long journey to the Taiwan, but my agents will lead you. Once you find the temples my eyes have selected for inspection, explore them. Report back to me their nature. And if I find the less? Whoever or whatever he or it is, immediate destruction. Nothing fancy. No interrogation. No stealth. Just death. That is all. Good luck. Not even interrogation, huh? That seems a bit unwise. But then Redbeard is kind of known for his hasty and drastic approach to things. Did I have... Ah, she's from Taiwan. Oh, maybe she was the one who would give me a quest. Tell me about Taiwan. Seems to be a lot going on in the Taiwan Empire. How did you come here? Why are you here? What do you need? Ah, my clan holds lands throughout the southeastern Taiwan. However, one of our farms has been lost to us. Some dark magic has possessed it. I know that Avadon is always looking for powerful, uncontrolled energies, the sort of thing that can grow to menace the Pact. Thus, I wanted to give you the chance to investigate. If you determine the nature of the dark force and removed it, we could both benefit. What sort of dark magic are we talking here? A black, shadowy miasma settled over the farm. Or miasma? It clouded both vision and the minds of the people there. All fled. The land is lost to us until the force is removed. Well, I guess I can't help you if I'm in the area. I am most grateful. She marks a location on your map. The farm is in the remote lands of the Taiwan. My master's name is Goris. You can find him in the town of Serdica. He can give you more detailed directions. I hope the power of Avadon can defeat the dark forces. Okay, I hope so too. Felix's farm. Anything new about Lord Svarl? Yeah, well, we sent him, or we organized for him to, arranged for him to early on, so I guess we're done with him. Right, wait, why isn't there? Oh, hi Polus. Polus stands unobtrusively off to the side. He seems calm and non-threatening, and yet he is ready to spring into action. Tanto, I was given a message of some importance when you have the time. Okay, what's the message? The shaman Dedrick told me that he was very eager to speak with you. Quite distressed, in fact. I believe he spends most of his time working in the training hall. Yes, I believe so too. Thanks. Okay, new companion quest, interestingly. I was kind of mildly bewildered by the fact that I don't see the next main quest marked here. Ah, this is... okay, so there's a portal here, probably. Yeah, it's just weird that it's not on the map. This is the glorious library of Avadon. Yay, for centuries, the keepers of Avadon have stuffed this tower with copies of every book of note in all of Linnaeus. The shelves groan with dusty tomes. The stacks above your head are the stuff of legend. Alas, when Avadon was attacked, a fiery battle took place here. The librarian was lost along with many irreplaceable books and scrolls. The librarians have spent years working to repair or replace everything damaged in the assault. Well, you can't really repair or replace lost books, right? Okay, this is one of the catalogs for the Avadon library. They have thousands of rare tomes here, even some centuries old. Taking them out of the library for any reason subjects all but the most influential to gruesome penalties. You notice that many of the listed books have been crossed out. They must have been destroyed in the raid on the fortress. Okay. Another catalog. This cannot be picked. What have we here? Open Arms Within. Yeah, we haven't found a codex entry in a while. Open Arms Within. Here you go. Please feel free to pause the video if you want to read. We got a researching eye. We got Berenger. The head librarian of Avadon is an old Kellam man, left pale by many decades spent indoors with shelves of scrolls. His clothes are covered with bits of dust and soot. His task is to rebuild the libraries of Avadon after their near destruction. Years after the assault on the Black Fortress, many of the works here are still needing repair and reshelving, but of course his main task is to aid the hands. He reluctantly puts down his work and walks over to you. I am I, Berenger, he says. You are a new hand, yes? Well, no, not technically very new anymore. It's just the first time I was allowed in here. Anyway, I can assist you. Forgive us, though. Much remains to be done. Tell me about the library, please. It was one of the finest libraries in Linnaeus. Redbeard places great value on knowledge. Then the attack came. Now we must recover. Were you here when the attack happened? No, I was not here. Ilira was a predecessor. He smiles. One of Redbeard's wives. Yeah, I know about the wives thing. Tell me about her. She died defending the library. She was very competent. Her cataloging system was groundbreaking. Okay, I guess I have to ask about wives, yeah. So I'm told, a joke, all that. Can I check anything out? No, not at all. Only Hearts and the Keeper himself can take books out. Please don't take anything. I don't want anyone to punish you. Okay. How did you come to be here? When my predecessor died, Redbeard began a search for a new librarian, He felt I was best. My skill in Kalimdariel was known. We make very good librarians. He called on me. And you chose to come? I had no choice. When Avadon selects you, you must serve, as I'm sure you know very well. Kalimdariel has good librarians? The best. Us and the Deramites, and some Homelandans. We are the book peoples. Some lands have poor librarians? I do not want to start an argument, but the Wildrealm tends to not gather many books, and while the Qua values writing, most of their books are on big stones. You suspect he's joking. Well, I know he's really not. Yeah, okay, those are not books, obviously, but, you know. Anyway, is there any way I can help you? What? Help from a hand? That would be useful. We don't have much staff. Some of the tasks facing us are dangerous. You have weaponry. You can help. Oh yeah, I remember, taking out vermin that were threatening the records somewhere in the storage of the library in the first game. Anyway, yeah, the upper stacks are in the tower above us. We can't reach them. The defenses there are out of control. Someone needs to destroy them. I will unlock the doors so that you can go up and do that thing. Wait, I'm destroying the defenses? They are turrets. We have lost control of them. You need to remove them. They may try to kill you. How did this happen? Craftmaster Nicodemus created them. Said he was as skilled as a tinker mage. Turns out that was not true. Why doesn't he remove them? Because he thinks the problem is our fault. Also, he's a bit crazy. If you talk to him, he might have advice for removing them. Huh. Might he, though? Well, I guess it doesn't hurt to talk to him about it. Although I have a pretty good idea how to remove turrets already. Okay, I guess that's all I need. I was hoping to be able to turn in those, scrolls that I've been finding. But apparently not. Not with him, anyway. The Tawan Empire. Oh, that's actually kind of useful. Since I'm just so happen to be going there. The Tawan Empire. There it is. Okay. So, hope you paused and if you wanted to read. Researching Eyes, Berenger again. Oh, even more lore. Stone Wall Beyond. I'll quickly see if there's another pedestal. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so Stone Wall Beyond. There you go. Okie doke. Yeah, lovely crystals. Unfortunately, not mine. And this should lead to the portal. Just making sure here. Yeah. Wait. Are these some the ram? Wait. Did Redbeard say that I was supposed to travel to the ram first? Maybe. Yeah. Maybe I didn't just didn't pay attention. Maybe we don't have a portal that directly leads directly to Taiwan, since it's not part of the pact. Anyway, the ram is here. There you go. That might be the case. So we might have to travel to the ram first and to Taiwan from there. And this is where Envoy Jamie. Huh. Well, I actually meant to end the episode before talking to any more people, but I guess this guy took the decision from my hands. There's a young Kellam man walking calmly around this garden. He wears long, flowing grey robes, which mostly conceal the blade he wears underneath. Mostly. The tender age and handsome features are only slightly marred by the scars on his face and hands. When you are near, he turns from his path and approaches you. His hands are out in peaceful greeting, but his eyes are cold. Greetings, Atantu. I am Envoy Jamie of the Grey Raptors. It is important that I speak with you. Ah, yeah, so this is the person I've been told about. Okay. Tell me about the Grey Raptors first. We are an elite organization of warriors, spies, mages, and assassins in Kalimdariel. Any can purchase our services to further their political ends. We have served the most powerful or ambitious of Kalim for 3 centuries. You sound like mercenaries. Jamie is insulted by this, but he knows enough not to argue with a hand inside Avadon. Some think this. They are wrong. How so? We are a mark of status. Hiring our services is a way for an ambitious Kellam to show that he or she is attaining power. Sometimes we are hired to do exactly nothing. The expense is the important thing. So you're fancy mercenaries. Gotcha. Big difference. So, are all Grey Raptors as young as you? Why would that be the case? That seems unreasonable. But okay. You detect the slightest hint of a blush on his face. I am still a novice, still in training. My skill with the blade has grown great. I have gained enough scars to show my resolve. Now I am learning the ways of diplomacy, thus I am here. You don't seem to travel in secret. Of course not. I'm not on a mission. If we keep all of our members secret, how can our clients find us? You aren't afraid that someone will target you? I do not feel fear. Anyone who harms a Grey Raptor suffers horrifying vengeance. Fear of receiving the longest and slowest of deaths tends to stay the hands of those who would do us harm. Of course, some are foolish enough to anger us. You travel with one such. Right, so you say I have dangerous friends? I speak of Yoshiria. This Shadow Walker is... We are displeased. You might speak with her. Learn of the burden you gain by walking at her side. Was that a threat? No. We are powerful, but even we must bow to the power of Avadon, even if said power dwindles day by day. Right. I think that's all for now. Was I supposed to do anything about him? Well, I'll look at the quest Yoshiria gave me. I think there was a quest anyway. Or talk to her again, maybe. But that's gonna be next time. So, yeah, as always, I thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button. And I shall see you real soon. Till then, have a wonderful time. Bye-bye.